Nowadays, I'm too cool for a girlfriend. Nowadays, I don't know when the world spins. Live your life like we die when the world ends. It's alright every time we fucking break a sin.
Gotta laugh at these niggas. I gotta go, I'm passing these niggas. I gotta go, I'm passing these niggas.
Yo, I'm finally back from the dead. Did you miss me? Probably not. Am I back? Yup. Am I here to stay? Probably not. But I'm back. Anyways, I'm not gonna go in full detail. This video ain't about me. It's about Lil Sky's new album, The Evolution of the Rose. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The numbers are kind of terrible. Now, some of the songs on this album are complete gas, and other ones are like some Disney bop music you heard in the late 2000s, early 2010s. If we all gonna be for real though, most of these rappers nowadays, especially the ones that we've listened to in my generation, you know, the mid 2010s to late 2010s, a lot of their album sales are flopping. So it's not no surprise that Lil Sky's album kind of flopped. With that being said, the first week sales of his new album sold approximately 2,000 units first week. Now, if you've been a fan or listened to Lil Sky's for a while, you know his album sales have generally been really good. Unbothered at the time was a flop, but it actually sold 15K units first week, which is like more than triple what he just sold on his new album. And it's really a shame people are not giving this album a listen, if it's because they just don't want to or they generally just don't know that Lil Sky's released an album. This album is generally good. There's a couple songs on here that I do not enjoy, but other than the 2 or 3 songs, I really love a lot of these songs. You can tell these wasn't just off the top freestyling songs. These really were thought into and written, that's not a word, written, and compared to his album Unbothered, that album was not good. Like, there was a couple songs on there, a few songs, I'll give it. It wasn't a terrible album, but there were some songs on there with some lazy-ass lyrics. The most cringiest shit. I still remember on one of the songs, one of the lyrics were, "You people are shit, you're turds." Skies. Now, a lot of y'all know that Lil Skies went independent. He is on a small record label, which most of y'all probably don't know. But that is probably the reason why this album did not get pushed out, because he's on a little tiny record label, not the mainstream record label that's going to push his music out and put it on the top of Spotify and, you know, all of this stuff. And it's definitely hurting his streams. I don't know if it's hurting his pockets, but it's definitely hurting his popularity. Now, the biggest song on the album is Burn. It has around 700,000 streams. And here's a chart of how the album is doing altogether, with all the numbers and songs counted up to 1. Also, here's a list of all of his album numbers. If you have listened to the album, let me know down below in the comments what's your favorite song on the album and the one you dislike the most. Personally, my favorite has to be X's and O's, and my least favorite is probably Renegade. With that being said, y'all, I hope y'all have a good day. If you haven't listened to the album, go check it out. Might end up being your favorite album, or you might hate it. See y'all on the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, da-da-da.